Hello everyone and welcome to VizRT Tuesday Tutorials. My name is Richard Evans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, Legends. Today I'd like to take a look at editing clips on your 3Play. So, story time. You've already captured a clip, but you want to trim it up, either making it shorter or longer. Well, in this tutorial I'm going to show you exactly that. Simple but a necessary tool in your 3Play toolbox. So, let me show you how it's done, son. All right. So I am on my 3Play interface and I have my 3Play control panel here at my desk. Let's combine these two, make some magic, and start playing around with editing clips within the 3Play. Okay, so the first thing I want to show off here is that what you can do, let me just go ahead and play this clip out real quick. So if I just hit play on my control panel, you see I have the throw, I have the catch, I have the run, and I have the touchdown. Woo! Okay, cool. But you'll see in that clip, I missed the hike. All right, so if I want to go back in time, I could do that via the 3Play a few different ways. Since you're, as soon as you start your recording, you're recording all your angles from start to finish kind of thing. So you can go backwards in time or you can go forwards in time as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in time, back to the future. I don't know, insert movie quote here. Okay, so what we're going to do is in order for me to go back, I would need to use my jog wheel, but I'm already at the end of this clip. So to move backwards, I'm going to hold down Shift on my control panel, and then using the jog wheel, I can move that back, and you'll see that I'm now going backwards in time. So I want to get the hike in here, like so. All right, so now if I hit play, now it's going to have that hike in there, etc. But something I want to mention is, let's say I move off to a different clip. Let's say we're going to go to this other clip over here. All right, so I have that random clip that I have in here, but if I go back to the initial clip, which is my 0-1, you see that it did not make a new endpoint. I just have the throw. I still don't have the hike in there. So let's hold down Shift, and I am going to scroll back to the beginning of that play. I'll get the hike. All right, and then still with the Shift button held down, I can hit Set In, and that will make a new endpoint for that clip. And you'll see that the duration on my 3Play has changed to 16 seconds. So now if I go to another clip and then come back to this one, now if I hit play, now I have a new endpoint for that particular clip. All right, so I have the hike, I have the throw, catch, run, touchdown, etc. Okay, cool. So same thing if I want to, say, trim the out point on this, I can do the exact same method. Now, here's a caveat to this is with the out point padding on, which I've shown another video, but let me show you again real quick. If I go to Options and click out point padding, this will allow you to record an additional time after that clip has been recorded, so you can have some padding for, if you're a TriCaster operator, for example, it brings this replay on, it'll still keep playing and you won't have any stop of play, etc. So you can record 5 seconds up to 60 seconds, even up to unlimited, depending on how you want to do this. So what this will allow you to do now when trimming the out point is you can go 10 seconds, because right now I have out point padding set to 10 seconds. I can go 10 seconds into the future on this particular clip. And that's pretty much where I have to go through that. And I can move these things around as I need to as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's set the out point, because you'll see right now, if I just play that clip, I guess 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it'll stop here. But I have out point padding on, so I have an additional 10 seconds to work with. And then when I get to the end of that 10 seconds, that clip is going to stop. All right, so there we go, and boop, there we go. We're done there. So let's say that I want to make this out point set here. I can do the same thing and hit Shift, Set Out, and then keep an eye on the duration over here and the out point on my interface. I can hit Shift, Set Out, and now you'll see that I have an additional 10 seconds. And if I wanted to, I can keep kind of doing that, because now I have a new 10-second out point. I even have 10 additional seconds to go through it. So just keep that in mind as you're doing that. All right. So, but that was just for a example here. Let's make this clip shorter. We don't need all of this. Just keep going back. And you can use, I'm doing this manually. I'm doing it the hard way. I can hit fast jog and use this, and that'll let me get to it a lot faster. So let's make this the new out point, like so. All right. So cool. I can go there, hit shift, set out. There we go. Now I have a 12-second clip. Double stop. Let's go ahead and play that back. All right, so replay ready. TriCaster operator can take my replay on my A output. Play, I have that. Throw, catch, run, and now the touchdown. And replay ends in 3, 2, 1, A. Cool. And then, of course, I have that 10-second padding there just in case I need it if they don't switch away from it. So that's how you can go through and trim your in points and out points using the control panel. All right. Now, you can also use your keyboard and mouse to do this. So, for example, if I go over and to the in points, I can click on it and scroll this however I need to, and that will trim that as well. But I'm also using the touchpad here on my laptop, so that's it can be a little finicky when I do that. So I prefer to do it right here on the 3-play control panel because with the 3-play, you're constantly grabbing clips and editing them, etc., using the control panel. That's why this thing is so powerful. So I wanted to show you a couple different ways you can do it on using your mouse, keyboard, etc., but using it directly on the control panel is the way to go. All right, so some cool stuff you can do with this. Highly recommend checking it out. This is a very powerful tool in your 3-play toolbox, so play around with it, and of course, have some fun. Hey, there you have it, another 3-play tutorial for you awesome replay artists and operators out there. Now, for more tutorial videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the VizRT YouTube channel at youtube.com/VizRTofficial. And for formalized VizRT product training, sign up for Viz University, available at vizrt.com/community/viz-university. And you can find more information about VizRT products and services by contacting your local VizRT partner, or you can check out our website, vizrt.com. And if you are posting your work using VizRT products on social media, make sure that you tag us using the hashtags VizRT, TriCaster, or 3Play. We see all of your posts. Love what you're working on. Keep it up, legends. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you again real soon for another episode of VizRT Tuesday Tutorials.